before that, going to do a live fight now, and it's this Saturday night at the Robin Park Leisure Centre in Wigan. Local fighter Martin Murray will fight Nick Blackwell for the vacant British middleweight title. Blackwell has only had 8 fights and he's young at 20. Murray is a veteran in some ways at just 28 and undefeated in 22 fights. It's a fight that will move him closer to real money fights. He'll put him close to Matt Macklin, closer to Darren Barker. And I spoke to him earlier and I asked him if Blackwell's inexperience and knowing very little about him was a problem.
He's only had 8 fights and won 8. But, you know, the worst thing that you can do in boxing is overlook your opponent, and that's something I've definitely not done.
Now, also, he looks like he's about 11 years of age. You've asked to see his birth certificate.
Yeah, he does, mate, but again, we both know that means nothing in a boxing ring. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, I've not overlooked him. I've trained for this like it is a world title fight, and it is the most important fight in my career.
You've had a sort of hard, tough career, really, quite sort of compact, obviously with a prize fighter in the middle and a lot of other fights, quite a few 6 and 8 round distance fights. You must be ready now, Mark. You must feel it's your time now to move on, to kick on.
Without a shadow of a doubt, Steve. I've been asking and pushing for fights like these for a long time now, mate. You know, I've been waiting for it to get let off the leash, and you know, I'm grateful that my times there. I have had a lot of like you said, 6 and 8 rounders from winning prize fights. But you know, I've learned a lot in them fights, and I am ready to step onto that next level.
And the good thing is, the middleweight division in Britain, it's not a bad division. We've got Matthew Macklin in that big fight next weekend against Felix Sturm. Yeah. We've got Darren Barker being suggested he might be going for Martinez. You know, in the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, who knows? We might have an all-British world title fight involving you.
Well, that'd be a dream come true, that, Steve. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal, and if something like that did happen, you know, it'd be like I said, it'd be a dream come true.
Martin, when I see you, you're a big old lump. Can you do middleweight comfortably? The older you've got.
Yeah, you know what, Steve? A lot of people say this to me, and they say, "How do you make the weight? You know, bet you struggle." You know what, mate? I don't. I'm just focused on what I do, mate. I'm strict with my diet. And, you know, I've got a great strength and conditioner. I've got a great trainer in Oliver Addison. And I think that's partly to do with why I do the weight so well and why I look so big.
He's an old school style trainer, Oliver, isn't he?
He is, mate.
That's what I like about him.
Yeah, he is. He's fantastic to work with, and he's absolute world class. We're just hoping that one day we will get that world title shot that we both deserve.
Well, you know, even if Matt were to lose to Sturm and Darren not to fight Martinez, there's still British, European and Commonwealth fights that can be made, and they'll be big. Don't worry about that.
Of course they will, Steve, and this is the thing, mate. I think these type of fights, they need to be happening, mate. You know, there's Macklin there, and fair enough, he's been a pro now for 10 years, and he's earned his shot.
Sure.
And Barker's been a pro for a couple of years as well, and he's, like, being linked up with Martinez. But, you know, it's one of them, mates. I'm on my way up there, and these type of fights, they need happening. They need getting sorted, because rather than us all avoiding each other, let's get it sorted, mate, and find out who's the best middleweight in Britain.
Oops, a daisy. That was the end of Martin Murray. That seemed to be a bit short. I thought there was a little bit more of that interview. I don't know what happened there. I thought we did a lot more than that. Anyway, Martin Murray talking to me earlier about his vacant British middleweight title fight this Saturday. It's promoted by Ricky Hatton and screened on Sky. See, I do my bit for everybody. I don't just plug the big players. I plug everybody.